looking? What you got a cooking? What you got a cooking? 'Cause I'm hoping hard it'd be me hiding in your favorite recipe.
Hi, I'm Ferris, and this is Cooking for Bachelors. It's a sweltering summer this year in New York City. And I'm still in the kitchen. Today's dish is crispy calamari salad. Now, I promised you that the two videos will be released together, which is frying the calamari, because you can see it's already done here, and making the salad, okay? So you don't have to worry, what's the step, all right? So let me show you our ingredients. Our ingredients are frisee lettuce, and this is that very, very curly lettuce that comes in a big flower-like leaf. This is great because it will hold all the ingredients and the dressing. It's a nice fresh flavor. Of course, our fried calamari. Then we have a couple of scallions, mango, and when mango is not in season, you can use a mandarin orange, some roasted cashews. We have some fresh ginger for our dressing, as well as sesame oil, soy sauce, tamari, a little bit of mustard for emulsion, and some cayenne pepper. Okay, so we're ready to get started. We broke up all the frisee already. You want it in bite-sized pieces. You break it up by hand, okay? It's a really great lettuce for this purpose. Now we are going to throw a calamari in. I might not use all of what I have here, but I might use all of it. So that's this. This salad seems to have an Asian flair, and most of it is because of the dressing. Okay, so we are going to cut up our scallions. Now, when you buy scallions, there's always usually a rubber band right here. You want to take that off immediately when you get home, because it's going to strangle your vegetables. Anything that you have that's really tied tightly with a band, you want to take that off, because what it does is it keeps like the water content from moving through and keeping the vegetables as fresh as possible. When you have the scallions, did you see that one almost ran away? Rolling, rolling, rolling. When you have the scallions especially, which are very soft, it could, sometimes that rubber band is way too tight and they'll just die off and wilt, and that's not fair because you paid good money for them. Okay, so just remember that. I love to use scallions. Some people like onions. I find onions sometimes a little bit too harsh. What you could do sometimes is actually cut them very thinly, even the sweet onions, and marinate them in just orange juice for a little while, and that'll like sweeten them up. Okay, we have a nice amount here. We're gonna just put that in. All right, so you know how to cut the mango. It's a very tricky fruit because you can't do the same thing as an avocado like you'd like to. It's got a very thin skin, hopefully. That makes it really easy. I think this is a perfect mango. And you're gonna have to peel it first. And there's a big seed inside. You must have seen it. If you eat mango, you know what the seed looks like. It's like an almond, like a giant almond, so it has that shape. So it's like a flat, long piece. And the fruit that's near the pit sometimes gets very fibrous, so you don't want to keep on cutting, cutting, cutting. You know, if you've eaten mango like on the street. Some people watching this may wonder, mangoes on the street. There are many places, especially in hot climates and Latin countries, eat mangoes just on the street playing. You get those fibers stuck between your teeth, and well, that is not fun. That's not fun, especially when you're out, you know, and then you're like, oh boy, what do I got? How do I get that out of my teeth? All right, so it's a little messy, and I'm gonna cut the pieces off. Okay, there we go. Set that aside for a minute. And now I'm just gonna cut around. I don't really know exactly where that pit is. Oh, this smells so good. This smells like summer. I love mangoes. It has like that interesting, tangy, sweet, tropical. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's already beginning to be fibrous. Is this messy looking? Well, like I said, nothing is perfect in the kitchen, you know, and you know what cooking shows do to make everything look beautiful? First of all, there are many of them, all right? And you know there's always one waiting in the oven, and sometimes I have to do that as well. And then they cut perfect pieces of everything, and it makes you think like life is perfect and the kitchen is perfect, you know, I can do that. But you know what? It's not. It's messy. Food is messy. That's why it's delicious. Okay, you know what? I think I have enough here. So I'm just going to cut this up and add it to our salad in little pieces. This salad I've eaten in a couple of different restaurants, and I like to make you things that I really enjoy and that I feel, oh wow, I love this dish, but why do I have to go out to eat and pay money or a lot of money for it? Obviously you're buying the ingredients, but you really do save a lot when you cook at home, and it's easy, and your food is always fresh, and you always have it the way you want it. Okay, so I'm being very messy right now, and I'm adding our mango. I think this is a perfect amount. And let me just clean this up and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So that you didn't feel so bad, I actually managed to cut off a little bit more of the mango than the salad. So now we're going to make our dressing. We're going to use this planer, and grate some fresh ginger. This is actually what makes the, you know, sort of like that Asian flavor to it, is the dressing. So we're using Asian ingredients. Got some sesame oil. Am I going to open this up and need to? Okay. Let me smell it. Yeah, it smells like sesame. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use probably half sesame oil because it's a little heavy and it's very, very aromatic. And I'm going to use half olive oil. And what I'm putting in, like, it doesn't matter because it matters how much you're making all together. I'm pretty much going to fill this container in order to dress this salad. And I used half olive oil, half sesame oil. And I'm going to put in a little soy sauce. And that's going to be your salty flavor, your umami. Oh, mommy! And a pinch of heat. Yummy. This is cayenne. And I'm going to put the pepper directly onto the salad. Now I'm not going to really add salt yet. There's salt in just about everything here. I have salted cashews, and I just tasted them, and they are fairly on the salty side. So I don't want to be over crazy with the salt. And there's nothing wrong with, especially if you're making it for yourself, to add the salt at the end. Worst case is when you put too much salt and then you just can't eat it, right? Okay, so you want to be a little bit conservative sometimes. Always taste your food as you're cooking it. And I'm going to use some Dijon mustard. Again, it's going to be more like a vinaigrette, and it's going to be the emulsifier in the dressing. And I'm also going to add a little bit of balsamic as well. So it's not just the soy sauce. So we have a lot of different flavors in here. And mix it very carefully, well, especially if you're using this container. I was using something deeper, or I was using a jar like I've often made my dressing in a jar, and then you just shake it up, which is really great if you have, when the mustard is empty or your jelly is empty or anything like that. It's good to keep a couple of those on hand, and then it's great to just shake up your dressing. There's nothing like making it fresh. There's no preservatives, there's no additives, there's no funny stuff going on. Okay. Now, I held out my cashews for the end because I didn't want them to sit, you know, with the mango and start wilting. They will eventually. So we're going to add those now. I'm sorry for my hair. It's just my face and it's hot, so it's got to be back. And now we're going to dress our salad. I use the whole thing. Wow. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. I made this before. It's not my first time, you know. Alright, and then you want to toss it Here's our crispy calamari salad, tossed and plated, and in my fancy bowl. And now for the taste. Wow. This is delicious. So remember, when you cook for yourself, you can save money, eat healthier, live greener, and have fun.